Hey guys, what's going on? And good morning. This is a follow-up to the video, Local Cop is Mad That I Appealed a Parking Ticket. I'll start by showing you this photo of the parking ticket which I received. I uploaded this photo onto my Facebook to essentially maintain a copy of the ticket as I received it. At the top here, we see the violation number, the date, time, the officer's identification number, my vehicle registration, or what is on my license plate, the state my vehicle is registered in, the make and model of my car, the location of the violation, and then there is this list of violations. The officer selected other. So, I was not parked in a crosswalk, I was not parked too close to a fire hydrant, I was not 12 inches from the curb, I wasn't on the wrong side of the street, I wasn't double parked, I wasn't too close to a corner, I wasn't in a restricted parking area, I wasn't parked over the time limit, which is funny because that's what I've called the cops about in front of my store, people parking for 3 to 4 hours in a 2-hour parking space. And the officer in the video said that I should park on the other side of the road, even though it's a 3-hour limit, knowing full well that I would be there from 9 a.m. until about 12:30 when I take my lunch break. And that's longer than 3 hours for those of you who don't take the time to count. And I was, there wasn't winter, so that snow parking ban, that would have been obvious corruption if they selected that. Obstructing a driveway, I wasn't doing that. And for all of you idiots who kept saying I was parked in a driveway, it's a street, not a driveway. As we can see up here, public road, Cornelio Avenue. I wasn't parked in a disabled space, nor was I parked in a fire lane. Now, let's go to a Google Earth image right on the street where I was parked. And again, this is basically on the other side of the wall over here. I'm the tenant over here. Tattoos by Candace was here prior, and this image is obviously not new, because Cackleberries isn't even there anymore either. So we got Cornelio Avenue, and my vehicle was parked up here by this telephone pole. And I'll zoom in a bit to help you see that there are no markings on the street, the pole, the walls, or anything that say no parking. There's no established fire lane. There is no hydrant. And I made sure that I was parked far enough away from the intersection so that a vehicle that's large could make the turn without hitting my vehicle. And I know for a fact that large commercial vehicles were able to go down this road while my vehicle was parked there because there are dumpsters, I'm hitting the wrong button here, at the end of this street, and a big garbage truck was able to get down the street without an issue. And a garbage truck is basically the same width of a fire engine or a tanker. And I don't think Winstead has a tanker, but we do. In any case, and as you can see, it's not a private driveway. There are apartments over here, and there's parking spaces over there, and it is a dead-end street. It does not curve around back here. It's just all dirt, and it ends right there. Now, the officer, see if I can zoom up to another sky view here. I don't know if it'll let me do that. How do I do this here? How do I get back to the out of the street view? There we go. Okay, so here's my business, Still River Outfitters. The officer was telling me to park over here. Now, like I said, there is no crosswalk. And even though the speed limit is 30 miles an hour, I observe people routinely going 50 miles an hour on this road. And I know that because right outside my store is a digital board that tells you your speed as you're coming westbound through these lanes. They installed it about a year ago, and it's actually sitting like right here. I'll show you that in another video. Because if you still don't believe me, I will park viewing that sign, and you can see the speed limits of cars going down the road. And I told the officer that there have been numerous times where I have tried to cross and nobody stops. And in Connecticut, it is a law that once a pedestrian steps off the curb, you have to yield to them. So even though these parking spaces are here, the minute I step off this curb and you have to let me cross. It is a state law. Now, there is a crosswalk here for whatever ridiculous reason. They'll put one there, and they won't put one here, despite the fact that there are several major businesses here. You've got a pizza place here, which gets a ton of traffic, my store, nail salon, a restaurant, a bowling alley, and there's always people parking over here, going to the church, which is over here, going to get food, shopping in my store, getting their nails done. There is no crosswalk. There needs to be a crosswalk, and the town has to enforce the speed limit because, and I've said it a lot of times, there's going to be somebody who gets hit by a car because you get these stupid fucking New Yorkers, pardon my language, who will they seriously will go 65 miles an hour down this road. And I've tried to get out of my car and almost had my door ripped off because this is a 2-lane merging to 1, and there will always be some dumbass fighting with a car in this lane trying to merge in front of them, and they'll speed around him and come way too close to my car. So my concerns, which I expressed to the officer, were much more valid than his bullshit about me blocking this street. And this is why the ticket was voided. It had no legitimate legal basis. So, in any case, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. And, again, I just want to make it clear that I don't hate cops, but I will hold them accountable, and I'm not going to let them, trample on my civil liberties. This is America. I will park wherever the hell I want. Try and stop me. Have a nice day, and stay safe.